Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1 million bucks, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, everybody out there listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Oh, listen, Steve Harvey. Why don't you join in? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. So y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Turn them up. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them up. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. I got a radio show. Yeah, man. Real grateful for that. You know, it's funny, man. I remember when I first started out in radio, a lot of my peers laughed at me. It was, you know, some of it was being mean-spirited. Some of it was just, you know, mocking me. I'm used to stuff like that. But I had as a special guest on my show, Joel Osteen on my talk show. And you know something, man, he said something that was, I can't remember the scripture. I don't know exactly how it went. Like we were having a long conversation, but the gist of it was, don't be upset with where you are now, and don't be upset with the small things in your life. Be grateful for the small things and the small position that you have right now, because you don't know where that's going. You don't know what that's going to be one day. You don't know what that's going to lead to. And that was very warming to hear him say that. But it also reminded me of when I started in radio, how small it was. It reminded me of when I started in stand-up making $25 a show. It reminded me of the cars I used to drive and the cars I didn't have. It reminds me of not having a home at a period in my life and what God has allowed me to live in now. So don't be distraught over your position now, and don't be ungrateful or unappreciative for the things you have now, because you don't know what that's going to grow into. And that's really the gist of what he got, that I got from what he was saying. I just wanted to share that with you, that where you are now is so temporary, because now, like I've said before, now is a fleeting moment. As soon as you say now, right after you finish saying now, that moment that you claimed as now, that's gone. So the where you are now is a very fleeting process. Now, you can change where you are now, and you can change how you feel about where you're at now, and you can change about where you're going by simply changing your mind. It is no different. I'm telling you, folks, the thing that I've learned about successful people is not so much of what they do. It's not what they have. It's not how I see them functioning. The biggest thing I've learned about successful people is how they think. That's the thing that's different. It's how they think. And I'm telling you that you can change the way you think on any subject and start becoming successful towards that starting now. And that, you have to understand that, man. The biggest difference I've noticed between successful people and non-successful people is how they think. I was reading where this guy said that he was taught all wrong about money. He said that his father was very negative about money. All throughout his life, he heard his father say, people who got money have walked on somebody to get it or cheated somebody to get it. People who have money is the root of all evil. Money is this, and people who got money, don't deserve it. They've done something wrong to get it, yada, yada. So he said he grew up the whole time thinking that having money was something was wrong with that. He discovered that it wasn't, Now, look, you can choose to be successful any way you want to. I've chosen several ways to be successful. I want to be a very, very successful father. I think that's one of the things that's paramount in my life, that I really am working hard right now to become a successful father. Not a successful father in terms of money, but a successful father in terms of offering the amount of love and guidance and leadership and the example that my children need to look at. That's what I'm really, really working hard at now. I want to be successful as a father, but also I want to be successful as a husband. I want Marjorie to always know that she can count on me, to not have to wonder about me or look for me. I want her to feel secure in the fact that I really have gotten it right, that I really am focused on being a good husband to her, because it means so much to me. Having gone through everything I've gone through, and then having God to have, at this stage of my life, given me such a wonderful gift, I do want to show her how much I appreciate it. So I'm working hard on a lot of levels. I'm working hard. I'm trying very strong to be a successful motivator of people. I want to be a sharer of information to people that will uplift others and give others the same things that I've learned through the trials and tribulations of my life, but at the same time, share that information and use the power of this microphone to uplift people, not to destroy. My show is not about, guess what so-and-so said, guess what so-and-so did. I don't like mean-spirited things about people. I joke with people who call in, that's another thing. But I don't like destroying people with the power of the microphone. So I'm working very hard on being successful in a lot of areas of my life. Now, also, I do care about being financially successful, too, because my father, one of the gifts he gave me was a very simple gift. He told me a long time ago, he said, son, the best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them. And that stuck with me. And this was a hard-working man who was a coal miner, who worked construction his entire life. My father didn't have an easy life, man. My father didn't sit behind a microphone. My father didn't come to work and people cheered for him. My father wasn't famous. My father was just a go-get-it dude. Now, he instilled that in me, and I've taken that and applied it to my craft, and I thank God for him for that. But I do try to be financially successful so that I can do some things with it to help some other people. Now, am I opposed to having nice things? No. Do I apologize for having nice things? No. And why should I? I work. I'm not on the radio asking to give me money, so I can go buy a car. I'm working, so I don't feel how you want to feel, and other people do feel that way about it. But if success in terms of finance is what you're lacking, you can go about the business of doing that. I'm writing a book, and that whole book is about teaching people how to become successful. And, man, I'm breaking it down in a way where everybody can get it, man, because I want the college student to get it. I want the working mom to get it, the single mom to get it, the hard-working father that's been trying to hold his family together can get it. The father that ain't ever got it together and feel that because of that reason he can't be the father he needs to be. I'm writing something, man, to put it into words to let you know that God is a forgiving God, and that God is a merciful God, and that God can get you out of any situation you find yourself in. You just can't beat yourself up every time you make a mistake. I make mistakes all the time, man. I just got to remind myself to get up. I ask God for forgiveness. I call on his mercy and his grace, and I get up and I go again. But it's coming, man. And if finance success is what you want, you got to change your mind. You got to start thinking about how to produce it. You got to just, this is not what you do first. The first thing you do is you got to ask. You got to ask to have a life and have a life more abundantly. That's a scripture. That he comes to you to give you life and to give you life more abundantly. That's a scripture. That ain't a joke. That ain't a theory. That's a fact. And the fact that if you don't have a life of abundance, you can get that by asking. Now follow the rest of it, but it starts by asking. Then it starts by believing. And the how-to, don't even worry about that. He takes care of that himself. He'll send the stuff your way. But you got to be willing to put some effort in this thing now. And you can do it. Okay, I know I was a little around the place today, but that's what it was. So, let's go get it. All right?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me have your undivided attention, please. Steve Harvey Morning Show is in full effect. Know that. No doubt. Shirley Strawberry.
Steve Harvey. Good
Carla
morning.
Farrell.
Singing Steve Harvey was happening.
Pimpin' A. Junior.
Ooh, morning, I love that, Junior.
J. Anthony Brown.
What's going on, dog? It's Friday, baby. Yeah, it is.
Your nephew's off today.
Yeah.
No, he ain't off.
Jimmy Tommy, he's off.
He ain't off. He can't get up because he worked last night. Let's stop this.
Oh, is that what it is?
He's not off. He's not off because he worked last night. Where is he at? West Palm Beach? Where is he at?
Arlington.
Arlington. So now he wore his little ass out. So now he can't get up and come to work.
Well,
He let his other job infect this job. I see what you're saying.
That's right, Team Tommy.
Oh, no, I didn't say it like that.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
you
it's
meant
too
it.
late. Can't take it back now.
See, if one of us had said that.
It's the vice
Oh,
president.
I'm going to tell it.
See that you do, and I'll back you up.
Because
Carla,
man, I
too.
can't wait to give Tommy some news. Because Tommy loves, when I tell you loves to give me bad news.
What do you mean?
Why you say
No,
this?
no,
Come
Don't
on.
nobody bring me no
Not
bad
no
news.
bad news.
Man,
Nobody
Tommy
bring me
can't
bad
wait to
news.
bring me no bad news.
Don't bring me.
Boy, they doing your ass.
Oh, you mean that?
He takes
you
pleasure
gonna
in
say
it.
Dog, let me tell you something. That ain't it. It every time. Man, you see this about you?
Oh, stuff like
Okay,
that.
I see what you're saying.
I see
And
what
you
you're
know
saying.
what? When that happens, I don't even like mentioning that kind of
No,
stuff.
I never mentioned it.
I hate that stuff. I
Yeah.
wouldn't bring it to you.
No.
You can't stand that.
But there is something good on the gram that we could talk about, Steve. That was
What?
That was posted. Him with a choir, a group of young ladies singing on your show. They were singing "That's the Way of the World," Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Talking about the Compton kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
Boy, them girls came to, the show was over.
Uh-huh.
And Shirley, you know Fred Martin because you introduced me to
Oh,
him.
of course. Yes.
He was playing the piano.
Uh-huh.
He said, Steve, we got something special for you. I said, what? He played 4 bars. And I went, what?
You already knew.
Them little girls started singing.
Uh-huh.
Boy,
You grab that mic.
this for me?
You see.
Jay, did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, we saw it.
I was
Oh, you have
upstairs
to look
watching.
it up if you missed
Yeah,
it.
I saw
No.
it.
It's on Steve Harvey
Steve
FM.
Harvey, yes.
I am
Yeah.
Steve
But you
Harvey
slid
TV.
in there as if
Yeah,
you
you did.
belong.
I know. He was singing from the heart, Junior.
But can I
I'm
just
talking
say
about
this?
eyes closed.
He wasn't
everything.
hitting a key. Not
But he
a
sounded
Yes, he
okay, though.
was.
I thought
Yes,
he
he
sounded
was.
pretty good, Jay. I really did. I don't
Now
think
we
he
on
murdered
Team
it.
Steve. from-
Yeah.
Well, he didn't murder it.
singing.
Okay,
Yeah, he
all
didn't
right.
murder it like you
Like
murder
me.
him, but you did your thing, Steve. I was
Yes, I
impressed.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care nothing about Jay. I was singing from my soul.
Yes, you were. All right, listen, coming up at about 32 after the hour, we're going to talk about a lawsuit. Steve, wait till you hear this. Over a South African preacher who did a fake resurrection. What
You
the?
got to see the video. Oh, my God.
What
You know
the?
what?
Fake
Yeah.
resurrection. We'll
How
talk
can he
about
do
it.
one and make us think it's real?
We'll,
though?
we'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, a viral stunt by a South African preacher may lead to several lawsuits after the self-declared prophet claimed to have resurrected a man at his church in Johannesburg. A group of funeral directors have said that they plan to sue Pastor Alf Lukau for a spectacle he put on in which he appears to convince churchgoers that he brought a man back from the dead. In a now viral video, this video has gone viral, he can be heard shouting, "Rise up!" to a man in a coffin. The man then sits upright as onlookers cheer. The funeral directors, as well as other concerned parties, say the pastor staged the resurrection to manipulate South Africans into donating to the church.
Did you see that video?
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah, we
it.
saw it.
Hell yeah, I saw it. First of all, let me explain this part to you.
Okay, come on.
If you had a black funeral
Thank you.
and the body raised up,
Right.
the clearing out process is going to produce several dead people right there.
Yes.
Immediately.
There's going to be so many people getting trampled. We don't sit around and somebody raise up from the dead and we go, Jesus.
No.
No, we break.
Man, what?
Yeah.
We immediately blame it on voodoo.
It is not what we do.
Who?
Who
We're not
voodoo?
standing around looking.
No.
No.
We don't
Ain't
do
none of
that.
And I watched the video. You've got to watch the video because the dude that they raise up from the dead
Yeah.
is not the right expression when you've been dead for a while.
What you mean? What was his expression? Let me see.
Look at his expression.
In light of the controversy, Alleluia Ministries was quoted by local news as saying that it didn't actually raise the man from the dead. Really? We know that. And that he was already alive when he arrived. Of course.
Right.
Who didn't know
Because
that?
he wasn't dead.
Right.
Who
He wasn't
didn't know
dead
that?
in the first place.
He was laying there,
But
his
did you
chest
see
was
him when he
going up
laying
and
there
down.
with his mouth wide open?
Wait,
play
what,
that.
Junior?
His
What?
chest was going him down as I watched
I
the
know.
video. I saw him breathing.
Bad acting.
His eyes was batting.
Yeah, he's going to have to think of other ways to get the people
In
to
fact,
donate.
he was winking at the preacher. I can't hold my breath any
Yeah.
longer. Hurry up and bring it back.
Hurry up. Do what you do.
I saw him scratch his pants leg. Sitting still.
Come on, man. You can't even possibly think
Yeah.
that somebody, that dog, it's not,
No.
it's not, you're not him.
Well, he's got Jesus and the
The
Lord.
one
yeah.
man that could bring somebody back from the dead. He did it twice.
Come on, Lazarus.
He brought Lazarus and himself. Now, other than that, I don't know who you are in 2019 with a suit on
Yeah.
and a hairline.
But Steve,
You
they,
ain't bring that back.
they needed the church needed donations.
Hey, let me tell you something. His hairline was too far back in his head. If you was gonna bring something back,
Bring
you
that
brought that line and forward a little bit.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
If you
Since
gonna
you
bring
doing
something
miracles.
back.
Yeah. All right. And in other news, we're going to switch gears here. This one's for you, Jace. Senator Cory Booker of New Jersey introduced a bill on Thursday to legalize marijuana nationwide.
Yes.
This is as he mounts.
That's what I'm talking about.
This is as he
It's
mounts
about damn time.
his 2020
What?
presidential
Let's
campaign.
get it done.
Co-sponsors include fellow 2020 Democratic candidates, Senator Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders,
Hell
Kamala
yeah.
Harris, Kirsten Gillibrand.
What?
The bill comes as increasing numbers of states are legalizing marijuana on the local level, and public opinion has shifted in favor of legalization. Remember, cannabis is still illegal on the federal level, okay?
This is so good. This is better than raising the minimum wage. I'm telling you. This is
How is it now?
hell yeah.
I don't think people will agree.
Shirley, let me
Everybody
tell you
will
about
agree
this.
with you on
This is
that
better
one.
than the minimum wage because I have a business and I can tell you right now, everybody that work for you ain't worth $15 damn dollars. But
An
this
hour.
right here,
Everybody ain't worth 15.
this right here make everybody happy. Boom. Everywhere.
The bill would remove it from the federal list of controlled substances while also providing financial incentives to states to loosen their marijuana laws.
Well, you're going to have to let
Thank
a
you,
lot of
Jesus.
people out
That's
of jail.
great law.
Yeah,
You
and
know
that's
how
what
hard
they're
That's what they
saying.
said,
That's what they're
too.
saying as well.
Seriously, man. You should
Yeah.
let a lot of people out of
Yeah.
jail for marijuana.
Yeah.
Yep.
Be
You really
honest with
should.
you. You
Expunging
really should.
federal crimes and allowing offenders to petition courts for shorter sentences. So it's actually, that part
It's a good law,
especially,
huh?
yeah.
That's
And
good.
Jay, you're all for it, huh?
Man, I'm tired of squeezing joints through my butt just to get through the airport.
Oh,
I'm
my
sick of
God.
that. I'm so sick of that.
Just for anybody working in.
You do
Loose
what now?
joints
No.
in my butt.
No,
Just
no.
cheeks is tight. Just
Any TSA agent that listen to the
flying
show.
all the way
just
from
let you know.
L.A. From L.A. to Atlanta till I get to my room. Man,
You make it through security like that, Jay?
if you tighten up them butt cheeks, you,
Oh,
you-
Let
Where did
everybody
you
know
get
that.
him from, Steve?
Jay
your
Anthony
friend.
Brown.
He's not my friend, so
You through with him? You finished?
a lot of times he's not.
we friends to the end.
Senator Cory Booker of New Jersey, I'm sure he'll get a few extra
That is
votes.
a great law.
Yeah,
that is a great
if
law.
he's able to get that bill passed through. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And everybody else
Love
is
it.
on board too. Elizabeth Warren,
Yeah,
Bernie
everybody's on
Sanders,
board.
Kamala Harris. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Thank you. It's about time. It's about time. It's long overdue.
Because of that flight, Jay.
Because that flight. Sir, why are you sitting up so straight? I'm all right. I'm good.
Am I right?
I'm good.
How soon
Coast to
after you get off the plane, though, do you get any kind of relief?
It's wrapped in cellophane and it's a whole, ooh.
Okay,
ooh.
never mind.
Okay, thank you.
Coming up next, the nephew is out today, but we have Run That Prank Back. Junior will be in for the nephew.
I got you.
When we come back right after this. I know you do, Junior.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Kylie Jenner's best friend Jordyn Woods admits that she wasn't drunk during her hookup with Khloe's baby daddy Tristan Thompson, and we'll tell you about our Sand and Soul Festival extension. It's only a little time left, so hurry, hurry, hurry. But right now, Junior is in for the nephew with Run That Prank Back. Huh?
Cough control, huh? Run it.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Carla, please.
Yeah, speaking.
Hi, Carla. It's Herschel James over in Human Resources.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing today?
Not bad. What is this call
Okay.
about?
I'm sorry?
What is this call about?
Well, I got a complaint that's been sent to us that we want to try to address and see if we can handle this in an orderly fashion. You've been over in the client services department for, last 3-4 years now?
Almost 5 years.
Okay. We're getting some complaints, Carla, about you. I don't know if you're sick, but you seem to be coughing quite a bit, and there's people on that floor that are starting to complain about it. Do we need to give you some time off? Tell me what's going on with you.
Oh, no. There must be a mistake. I mean, I had a cold for a couple of days. That's
Okay.
it. Yeah, I
All right.
can't imagine.
Have you
This
had
must be
a
I
extensive
don't-
cough that's been going on longer than a week or two? Have you been coughing a lot?
I don't count how many times I cough. I don't really understand. There were
Well,
complaints.
let me tell you what we're going to do, because you've been with us a long time, and we understand that the weather has been bananas, and we want to make sure that everybody's accommodated. Now, what we've come up with just to try to accommodate everybody, we're going to move you right now. I know you're on the 4th floor, so we're going to move you to the 7th floor in the next couple of weeks. That's kind of where. It's kind of like an area where there's more coughing people up there.
No. That won't be necessary. I'm feeling much better. I've been at the same spot the entire time I've been with the company. I don't need to be moved to the 7th floor. I don't need to be moved for any health reasons. I'm doing fine. I'm good. You don't have to worry about that.
Hang on. Let's slow down a minute, Carla. I understand where you're coming from. I know you don't want to be moved because you've been there and you're probably comfortable where you are. But they're asking that you wear one of the, surgical masks for 2 weeks until we get you up to the next floor.
No, wait, you guys can't just move me. How you gonna just move me without asking me my side of the story?
Well, you're coughing out of control.
This doesn't make any sense.
Well, listen to me. You got, there's people, and I'm sure they're
Who's
probably
complaining about me? Who?
Well, it must be the people that are actually right around you. I'm hearing she's spreading germs. They think you have the flu. There's some people are saying it's disgusting. You keep coughing and coughing.
Even if it was the flu, which it was not, that doesn't last for months. Like, I am good. I'm all set. I had a little cold, but not enough to be moving me.
Okay, well, let me tell you what it's doing. It's creating a real hostile environment is what it's doing.
Hostile environment? No one said anything except maybe a God bless you once when I sneeze. I don't understand why anyone would take this to human resources. And you said you guys want me to wear a mask?
We're going to need, as of tomorrow, starting tomorrow. You'll have the surgery. We'll have that at your cubicle tomorrow.
No, that's not. You guys can't just have me wearing a mask the night before. I've never seen anyone wear a mask.
It's a surgical mask. You'll wear that for 2 weeks until I can get you upstairs to where that's the coughing floor. We'll have you up there where people are coughing and nobody's going to be complaining about you.
That doesn't sound very hygienic to me. You're gonna put
it's not. But it's not hygienic of what's going on your floor. You're coughing and the people are complaining.
Let me tell you something right now. I'm gonna appeal this decision. I'm not going to no 7th floor. I'm not wearing a mask. I feel good. If you guys want some health records, I can provide that for you. But y'all ain't gonna have me moving and acting and looking crazy just because somebody said they don't like that I cough. We all cough in the winter.
Okay, Carla. Let's slow down. Okay, I want to try to help you as much as I want to help.
You want me to slow down, but you're the one talking about moving me, making me wear a mask starting in the morning. Like, that's not right. None of that's right.
Okay, Carla, if you can't put the mask on tomorrow, I'm going to have to ask you to not come in tomorrow. Now, that decision is up to you.
No, that decision's not up to me because I want to appeal the decision. Who else can I talk to? Because this conversation's not. This isn't.
We'll have this meeting next week. I will let you know when it is, but you can't come in until we have the meeting at this point.
No.
Okay?
Oh, so am I going to get paid days off?
You're not getting paid days off. You can come
no.
in. You don't want to wear
I can't talk to you anymore. You're not
have
talking
to wear the surgical mask.
You're not making any sense. I can't talk to you. All right? You're going to piss me off. This is not right. None of this sounds legal right now. I need to talk to somebody else because I can't right now.
Do you want to wear the surgical?
No,
you
I'm
wear
not
the
wearing
surgical tomorrow? That is the way I can allow you to work tomorrow.
No, I'm not wearing the mask. Stop talking to me about a mask. I'm not sick. What I'll do tomorrow is I'm going to go talk to a damn lawyer and my doctor and give y'all something else to think about.
Okay. Well, here's what we'll do. I will schedule you a meeting at 11 o'clock. It looks like we have something available of Wednesday of next week.
No problem. Listen, you keep your damn meeting. The meeting we'll have is with the lawyer because I'm sure this is civil rights, a violation of something. You can't do this.
Okay. Would you like our lawyer to call your lawyer?
I'm getting off the phone with you. I need to go get some legal advice. I can't be doing this with you right now.
Okay, well, before you go, now, would you like to know who's complaining about you?
Yeah, a matter of fact, I would like to know who. I want to know exactly who the is complaining about me.
Okay. Tommy is the one that's saying that you're coughing all over the place. You don't put your hand over your mouth.
I can't hear you. Who do you say?
Tommy.
There's no Tommy on my floor. You have the wrong person.
No, I don't.
That's not me. There's no Tommy on my floor. No Tommy ever complained about
you. Tommy is a 100% that it's you.
That doesn't make any sense because there is no Tommy on my floor. I don't even know a Tommy.
Do you know a nephew Tommy from Steve Harvey Morning Show? Do you know him?
Oh, my God.
Carla, you just got pranked by your coworker, DeVita, baby. DeVita just...
Oh, my God. I'm sitting here having hot flashes, stressed out, about to fry and looking on the internet for a lawyer.
Now, you got to tell me this. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Listen, it's the Steve Harvey Morning Show, that's for sure.
Huh?
You nailed it, man.
Huh?
All right, we'll be back to talk about Jordyn Woods and the Sand and Soul Festival going down in the Dominican Republic.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, please remind the people about the Sand and Soul Festival and the deadline, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Harvey Nation, this is good. Today is the last day, and I'm reminding you that today is the last day for the $99 special down payment. All you got to do, y'all, is put $99 down on your down payment for your trip. We had such a blast last year in Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. I've extended the $99 special to midnight tonight. You can put your $99 down to secure your room, secure your all-expense-paid trip, secure your all-inclusive meals, all-inclusive drinks, all-inclusive room service.
Woo! Wow,
Yes.
man, the room service. I forgot about
Can't
that.
beat it
Everything,
with
baby,
a stick.
everything.
Credit,
Not with the stick.
700 pools,
Yeah.
952 bars,
Yes,
Oh,
come
yeah.
on. Who would
Come
want
on,
to go there?
free liquor,
Yes.
All weekend.
free beer.
All weekend.
Yes.
You can't hold that much
Free
liquor.
room
We gonna
service.
try though.
Yeah.
We gonna give it a
October
good
10th
shot.
through the 14th.
You know what, man? I didn't see nobody drunk.
Oh no.
No.
Oh,
Man, it was a great group of people there.
it
man.
really was.
fun,
We have
man.
some great listeners. We just do.
The events.
I mean, they just
Yeah.
wanted to kick it
Yeah.
and have a
So
good
cool.
time.
Yeah.
October 10th through the 14th, y'all.
That's right.
Come on, enjoy this. Ladies, was it a great time?
We had so much
Yes.
fun, Steve. We can't stop talking about it. We had a great time. I hope everybody gets in on this $99 special, though. They have until midnight tonight. So they
Now,
need
fellas,
to do
let
it
me tell
now.
you this.
Don't sleep on this special.
A
Come
lot
on,
of
Steve.
girls'
Whoa.
trips get made on
Yeah.
this trip.
Uh-huh.
That's right.
Fellas,
Yes.
gambling, cigars,
We doing that.
golf,
And
and
repeat.
girls' trips.
Yeah.
That's
And
all I
repeat.
need to tell you.
Yes.
Just go where they go.
Yeah. You can bring sand to the beach, but if you don't,
I mean, for real, dog, if that was like, if it was 6 guy groups or 4, just dudes coming on trip, we got something for you.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that
Yeah.
out there, fellas.
And the people were nice looking. They were attractive and
Man, I
sexy
saw some
looking.
pictures. I was going,
Yeah.
I damn near had to catch myself. Hey, Steve, you ain't out there no more.
Reel it in,
you had to
player.
pull
Reel
yourself
it
back,
in.
huh?
Seriously, hey, Steve, you ain't out there no more. What, hey,
Hey, what you,
focus,
what your
focus,
neck twisting
heaven,
for?
heaven.
That's what you're trying to get
Yeah.
to.
What the hell is your neck twisting? You ain't.
I'd like to give a special shout out to Miss Linda and Miss Carol. Please come back this year.
All right.
Oh, you got specific with your shout
Yeah.
out.
Well, they know who they are.
Yeah. And I'd like to apologize to Miss Inez. This year I'll make it. I'll try to make it.
Damn, man.
Yeah, you guys got to come because they do ask about you and Tommy. They do.
I'm coming this year.
All right.
Jay. Yeah.
Tell them about the special.
Jay
Midnight.
might
Come on.
come.
He said he was coming. You can't
You know
go
how time
back
Jay
now.
said he going somewhere, he ain't going.
Yeah, this is true. This is
What the
true.
hell y'all talking
Whoa,
about that
whoa, whoa. Are you saying that I would say I'm going to be somewhere and don't show up
for? Boy,
consistently?
boy. If you don't be quiet.
Anyway, the $99 special has been extended until midnight tonight, Steve. You can put your $99 down, like you said, secure your room. It's an all-expense-paid trip to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, October 10th through the 14th. We don't want you to miss this trip, people. It's too much fun. Please join us, okay? Go to SteveHarveySandandSoul.com to reserve your spot right now, okay?
Yes.
All right. Now, in other news, and Jay will be there. In other news, Kylie Jenner's best friend, Jordyn Woods, she's been in the news.
Ex-best
Yeah, she's been in the news a lot lately. She says she knew exactly what she was doing when she hooked up with Tristan Thompson. All right?
What?
Yeah. Today on Jada Pinkett Smith's Red Table Talk, Jordyn reportedly admitted that she wasn't drunk and she was completely lucid when she kissed Tristan. All right? Jordyn apologized. She didn't make any excuses for what she did. Earlier this week, she reportedly told friends that she was blackout drunk. when she got, real cozy and, all touchy-feely and stuff with Tristan, but that's not the case. She says she knew exactly what she was doing. The Kardashians, meanwhile, have severed business ties with Jordyn, and her BFF Kylie kicked her to the curb as well.
So when you say business ties, what do you mean?
Well, they were in business together. She did
makeup. She did makeup.
She did
things.
makeup. She did. Yeah, she did stuff with
Kylie.
Yeah, with
What?
her. Yeah.
As big as Kylie's line is?
Yeah.
Kylie is a billionaire. Your BFF
No, seriously,
is a
man.
billionaire, dude.
That girl is rocking it, man.
Yeah,
Sweetheart
she did
of
stuff
a
with
person,
Chloe
too, man.
with Chloe's line too.
Yes. Good American.
Good
Yep.
American. Yeah.
So she done messed her money up.
Yes, friendship and money up.
Yeah.
You got to be a kid.
Yeah. But she's
Yeah,
a
but
young
she's
girl.
young.
She's just 21.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
Yeah,
it's
she's
tough.
just 21.
Man, hey, man, let me tell you something. They just make
She made
mistakes, man.
That's it,
Yeah,
Steve. She
who
made
hasn't at
Hell,
that age?
Let me tell you, I'm 62 and still making them.
Absolutely. That's how you learn. That's how you grow. I think she's learned a valuable lesson.
Yeah,
I
and-
appreciate the fact that she's owning up to it.
Right, and it's tough, man, when you have to learn these lessons, and these lessons are more vicious, man, because of social media.
And you're in the public eye. You're
Yeah,
absolutely
man, you're
right.
not even free
Yeah.
to make young people mistakes anymore and grow from it. You got to get beat up, ate up, and chewed up and spit out for your mistakes.
That's
It's really
right.
bad. It's bad the way they do young people.
Yeah, she says she feels better about her future now, I guess, since she let it all out. And, we wish her the best, Sorry that happened, and I hope they can mend it and make it better. I do. Well, coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, North Korea talks end with no deal.
What?
Yeah,
No
kidding.
deal.
Just kidding me.
We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, in case you missed it, guys, talks between President Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong Un wrapped up earlier than expected, and there's no deal in place.
Yep, time to come on home, deal with this Cohen stuff. Let's get on back. I know you tried to time it. Thought you was going to come back with a denuclearization deal. I wish you had her.
Yeah.
But got to come on back.
Yeah.
You gotta bring it on
Fiddler's
back.
playing.
Yeah, Kim Jong Un wanted some of the sanctions and all that lifted, but didn't happen. He insisted that those economic sanctions be lifted before North Korea would commit to reducing its nuclear arsenal.
Oh, no, partner. That ain't how the game works now.
President
No,
Donald
you reduce it,
But then
It's not a country that can survive and thrive. They can't thrive without importing. They're a country that has to have stuff imported.
well, no deal. Okay, no deal.
Yeah,
on
sanctions, yeah.
denuclearization. Yeah.
Now,
because of that.
because it's foreign policy, of course, we don't know anything and we can't vote. We're not privy to any of that information, so we don't know. But,
You
you know,
know,
he
no
went over
deal.
there to
You
try to
know
strike
that.
a deal
That's a no deal.
while Cohen was on the stand.
Well, the timing was suspect.
Yeah.
Well,
for
I mean,
sure.
he knew that.
Yeah.
You know, that's why he went over there and did it at that time, because Cohen was going to be talking. And if he could have struck a denuclearization deal, it would have overshadowed the bad
Cohen-
press.
Absolutely.
Cohen was saying.
But
You
you know, Steve, he held that press conference in the wee hours of the morning, and because of the time difference. And one of the questions the reporter asked him over there was, did he see the Cohen testimony and everything? And he said, yeah, all lies, 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 except when he said there was no collusion with Russia. But everything else was a lie.
Right.
Everything was a lie, but that one thing,
That
come
one
on.
line. That wasn't, you
Come
wasn't lying
on. Yes. Come on.
Man, if you look at the turnover in the White House since he's become president, it's astronomical. Nobody has turnover like that. And the turnover ain't just losing jobs. We talking about, we got to get some people in here because everybody else is going to jail.
Yeah. Yeah, this not even turnover.
Dog. This is turnover. This is turn yourself in.
Yeah.
This is just a loss.
It's
now.
what, Steve? I love that.
This ain't turnover. This is turn yourself in.
Yes.
It's more deals getting cut with the court than they cutting for America.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
he said we're going to cut deals. We're going to cut so many deals. It's going to be so huge.
He didn't say
It's
plea
going to be
deal.
tremendous. We didn't know he was talking about the plea deal.
The wall needs to be built in front of the White House so they can't come in and get their ass.
Yeah.
That's what you need to build.
Yeah. Cohen said he lost
Yeah.
everything trying to protect the president.
What you say, Jay? Build a wall
You
with?
need to build a wall around the White House so the FBI won't come in there and get their ass.
That's the wall.
All right.
No, Kim Jong Un was mad.
Yeah, coming up at 34 after the hour, guys, we'll talk about Madea. Madea is retiring. By the way, you can check out Medea's Family Funeral. It's in theaters right now.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Baby, life is too short. This funeral that I've been planning for your girl Madea has me realizing that each and every day is important. So don't you forget it, okay? A little advice for the wiser. Party like it's your last day on this earth. Check out my new movie, Madea Family Funeral. It's not playing.
Funeral. I love it. I'm going to go today, right after work.
Yeah.
Some words.
It's in theaters right now. You make sure you check it out. Medea's Family Funeral.
He brings them out to the plays and the movies, man.
Yeah,
he really do.
No, man, that dude right there, seriously, man. When history's told, Tyler Perry will go down as one of the great entertainers, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, no one has done plays and movies. Nope, that I know of.
Man.
No.
Plays and movies? I've never seen, not in my lifetime, I don't recall. Well, anyway, not at that level. There's a lot of people that do plays and movies, but not the way this dude has done it.
Yeah. And this movie looks so hilarious. It
Yes,
looks
it
so
does.
funny.
That's crazy.
And
But
he's
you know what
playing
I
all
love
these
about-
characters too, Tyler. Yeah. What do you
I love
love?
about Medea's movies? Medea, she always had a positive message, especially for women in
Yep.
the movie.
Uh-huh.
You know, she always talked to the women characters and about empowering them and self-esteem and self-confidence and don't settle and don't take mess from men.
Yeah.
That's what I loved about Madea. You left from those movies and the plays feeling inspired.
Yeah.
By,
That's what the character speaks about, and that's smart of Tyler to do that, too.
Right.
Absolutely right.
And
yeah.
quite frankly, I'm
Yeah.
going to miss Medea. I really am.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
I
brought a
think
lot
she'll
of
be back.
joy. Lot
She
of
did.
joy.
She
Yeah,
reminds me a lot of
her
my grandmother.
Is he killing off the
Yes.
character?
Yeah.
she's retiring.
Medea dies? Is that
I'm
what
just
you're
asking.
saying?
I don't know.
She's just retiring,
No,
Jay.
she's just retiring.
The funeral
Jay.
ain't hers,
Yeah.
man.
He should know that. He the one go to the movies on the show.
Well, we're going today. We're going today.
Oh, yes.
But,
Today, right.
you know, the thing about Tyler, man,
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
that I've always had to sit and admire because he has reinvented the way business has been done. I mean, he struck some deals, man, that's like unheard of. They've got to think an awful lot of your talent, and you've got to have a track record. He has not made a movie that didn't make money. He ain't had a play that didn't make money.
Or a television show.
Dog,
Right,
he ain't done
right.
nothing. None of
He
his
changed the
ideas
way you
lost
shoot
money.
sitcoms. Instead of taking a whole week to shoot them, Tyler was shooting 3 a week. That was unheard of. Nobody
Dog,
thought you could do it.
and they said it couldn't be done. And
right.
he was doing it
Look how fast he shoot a
because he
movie.
gave the people
Mm-hmm.
leeway. He hired people who understood the character. He gave them leeway and gave them a way to improv. And that damn Mr. Brown didn't disappoint.
Oh, my God. David, man.
That fool came in there just as ignorant as he was. Cassie Davis.
Yes.
Tamala
Love
Man.
characters. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Uncle
he's-
Joe.
Yeah.
Uncle Joe.
And the movie has a new character, too.
Yeah, the guy
Yeah.
in the hover
Yeah, the guy
round.
in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Just
the
stinging everybody
he's
going in. too.
bald up top with the long Jerry curl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's who I saw.
Look like somebody we all know or
Yes.
have seen, right?
And the way he was
Right there.
dancing in that chair, man. Oh, it was good. Okay. Well, listen, coming up next, it is Junior in for the nephew with today's prank phone call. Come on, Junior. Give me a There you go.
Come on, boy.
What?
You the greatest.
Huh?
I ain't never seen nothing like
Come
you.
on.
Boy, how good are you?
What?
Greatest?
Ever?
All
Time?
said.
What?
All right.
Hey.
Junior and the prank phone call coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's today's Strawberry Letter. I got a good one for you today. The subject is not my business, but I want to tell it right now. Yeah, not my business, but I want to tell it.
That's a contradictory of a statement.
Yeah.
But been there, though, right? I think everyone has. Right now, it's Junior in for the nephew with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Junior?
You know, Shirley, when I'm pranking,
yeah,
there's times I just too much.
Yeah.
When I start these pranks, this thing just hit me, and I came up with this today. Today's prank is...
What is it?
Cake lady. See, I got that by thinking of cake, and I was looking at a lady.
Wow.
Cake lady.
Wow. You went deep. That's
brilliant.
deep, Junior.
Wow.
Cake. This is Barbara.
Yeah, I need to ask you, what kind of cakes do y'all make at this place?
Well, sir, we make all occasion cakes, birthday cakes, anniversary cakes, wedding cakes, pretty much whatever you need. What you looking for?
Do y'all be making adult cakes?
Yes, sir. A few adult cakes, bachelorette parties and, wedding. What exactly are you looking for, sir?
No. The problem is this right here. I ordered a cake from you all on Saturday.
Uh-huh.
Now, it was supposed to be delivered to my daughter's school on Tuesday. And, she in junior high school, 13 years old. The cake was supposed to have Hannah Montana on it, and it was supposed to say happy birthday. Now, the cake get delivered over there today, and I can't for the life of me believe that this has happened. We in her classroom, all the classmates is in there, some teachers in there, the principal then came down. We finna have cake and ice cream for the kids, but when they open up the cake, it's a man's private part on the cake.
What? Oh, no, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No. We have never made a mistake like that.
Y'all
now,
made that mistake. Y'all made that mistake. I've been calling this place all day. Y'all done made this mistake, and somebody gonna pay for this. I got
we 13. Did not make that mistake.
I got 13-year-old kids.
Sir. No, you're gonna have to lower it down now, okay? Because we can't get nothing settled if you yelling and I can't hear you, okay?
I need to lower it down. You should have lowered that private part off that cake. That's what you should have done.
Sir, what is your name?
My name is Trevor.
And now, where was the cake supposed to be going?
Middle school.
Middle school. Now, when was it delivered, sir?
I just don't see that's it right there. You can't remember. That's how y'all made the mistake.
Sir, please just answer the question so we can get this settled, sir.
No, who is the owner there?
Excuse me, I am the owner. My name is Barbara. Now, if you give me the information, I'll try to make this thing right because it couldn't have been my company. Are you absolutely sure, sir?
I'm positive. Y'all is the ones that delivered the cake. Listen, I got all these 13-year-old kids and they're traumatized, and the teachers and the principal are looking at me crazy because y'all didn't deliver the wrong damn cake.
Understand, sir, but I need you to calm down just for a minute. Let me ask you this.
Wait. You want me to calm down? You should have took that private part down off the cake.
I can understand, but I don't think it was my company, okay, because we've never made a mistake like that. Now, we're very careful with that kind of stuff. Now, sir, hold on 1 minute. Come here. Do you know anything about a cake delivery, a Hannah Montana cake going to middle school today? Yeah, did y'all make any deliveries? Okay, thanks. Sir, I just talked to my driver, and he's been with me about 8 years, sir, and we've never had a problem like this. He's never delivered a cake over there, sir. Are you sure it was my company?
It's damn sure this place, lady. It's this place. Your driver lying.
Mistakes can be made, but I cannot.
You can't make no mistake like that when you got a man's private part in front of a bunch of 13-year-old kids at a junior high school.
I can understand. I would be upset too. I have children too, so I can understand what you're trying to say. But sir, what I'm trying to tell you is this is not my company. You're talking about we wouldn't have done anything like that. I've been in business for 13 years.
What is your name?
My name is Barbara.
Okay, so you're the one behind all of this on this cake that's supposed to be Hannah Montana and wind up being a man's private part on the cake?
Sir, come on, stop and think about this.
You think
we would not deliver a cake to a high school, an adult cake to a school. Now, I understand you upset.
Listen, lady, do you understand what has happened at my daughter's school?
I apologize for it, sir, but I don't believe that you ordered the cake from my company. Okay? As a matter of fact, we make cakes on Friday, sir. Wasn't no cake delivered today. Sir, it's a Tuesday.
Hey, what the hell? That mean it's a Tuesday. Ain't nobody eating cake on Tuesday?
Sir, I have told you that couldn't have happened here at my company. Okay?
Let me tell you. Okay.
I'll be happy to make a cake for you, sir, and to send it to your daughter. But, sir, it wasn't my company.
I don't want no more cakes. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what I'm finna to do, lady. I'm finna call my lawyer. I'm finna get with the police, and I'm coming over there to shut that down. You won't sell a cupcake when I get through with your...
Oh, sir, you know what? Now, you done gone too far. Let me tell you something. This is my business that I done worked for 13 years to build. You ain't finna come up here and do a
I'm finna shut that down.
You come up here and you find more icing up your mammy won't even know who you are. You need to get off my phone with this. That's some ignorant in the first place, sir. How dare you call me with that? And what the is your name?
I already told you my name is Trevor.
Well, Trevor, bring your up here and I got something for you. Bring your and the police. Do you think I'm going to let some little like you come jeopardize my business? I've been in business too long. I know what the I'm doing. Now, I don't know who the you call, but it will show not my company. Do you understand me?
I understand everything you saying, and I understand when I get over there, I'm going to shut it down, me and the police.
You won't come out here and get your shut down, and you're going to have a daughter crying over your Now, I done told you it wasn't my company. Now, get off my phone. Do you hear me?
I got one more thing I need to say to you, lady.
It's thing to tell me talking about shutting down my company.
Yes, I got one more thing. Is you listening to me?
I ain't listening. What you got to say to me?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your girlfriend.
That oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh! Oh, y'all done it. I got to get off this phone. Oh, my God. I'm a killer. I'm a killer. Bye. Hello? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Please tell me I'm not on the radio.
No.
Oh, geez.
You ain't on the radio now, but you're going to be on there in the morning.
Oh, Lord, no. My preacher and everybody else going to be on it. Oh, my God. I'm going to kill that. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to get me a cake and go to her job and up. Lord. Oh, Lord. Y'all going to get somebody stop playing like that, you know? She going to have to look out every day. She ain't going to never where it's coming from. I'm going to be like the thief in the night on her.
Hey, Miss Barbara, I got to ask you one more thing. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show.
There it is, cake lady, huh? What?
How'd you think of that again?
What? See, Shirley, I was sitting there thinking about some cake.
What kind of cake?
It was probably like a pineapple upside down.
Boy, I'm just sitting
cake.
here learning.
Yeah, just learning. But then I was looking at a lady, and I said, I'll be damned. I'm gonna have to do a prank called Cake Lady. There it is. Top greatest ever did. Come on, I don't hear y'all. I ain't getting it.
I'm with you, Team Tommy.
You the greatest.
What?
Nailed
of
it.
All time.
Yeah.
Come on.
Of all time.
Come on now. Shirley, Carla, where y'all at?
Hey, right here.
Hey,
You
you're
best
the
to get the king of pranks,
Junior.
all this over here.
I was lost in the deepness of it all,
Yeah,
Junior.
yeah. I just was thinking about an upside down cake, but looking at this lady, I said, I'll be damned.
See, I
I
like
want a
cake
slice of
lady.
cake.
I want some pound cake. Lemon. I want some
Boy, I
cake
brought
now.
that home.
Yeah, lemon pound cake.
Boy, I brought that home right there.
Yeah, you did, man.
Boy, I brought that home.
Nailed
Boy.
it.
Team Tommy right on board. You right on time, boy.
Steve likes German chocolate cake.
Yeah, but this ain't by Steve. It's by Tommy.
Boy, it can't be. How the hell could this be about me when it's all about you?
It's too deep for you,
Steve said it can't be.
I can't believe I said that because it was right on time.
Too deep for a shallow mind.
I scared myself, Carl.
All right,
Some
thank
cake
you.
though, Shirley.
I know. I want some lemon pound cake, right? All right, thank you, Junior M for Tommy. Up next, it is today's Strawberry Letter subject. It's not my business, but I want to tell it. Oh, I want to tell it. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time for today's Strawberry Letter, guys. And listen, if you need advice on relationships, on dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please, please, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one. And, Lord, this one is crazy.
Well, let's get to it. It's time for the Strawberry Letter with my friend, Shirley Strawberry.
Thank you, Junior. Tommy is out today. Subject, it's not my business, but I want to tell it. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm writing this letter as a concerned third party. I have two friends that have been married for over 15 years, and I thought they had a perfect marriage until recently. The husband is a wonderful, handsome man that cleaned up his image and left the street life behind to marry my friend and help raise her 5 children by a few different men. He worked multiple jobs to keep his family stable, and I really admire him for that. So I was devastated when his wife told me that she was unhappy in the marriage and had been having an affair. I noticed she was not wearing her ring anymore, but I didn't think anything of it. She told me that she's frustrated because sex with her husband is boring now, and he doesn't satisfy her like he used to. She told me that for the past 3 months, she's been having sex with one of her coworkers, and that it is the best sex she has had in a long time. She said her coworker knows she's married, and he is willing to see her on her terms and have sex wherever she wants to. But here's where it gets really bad. My friend just confided in me that her lover has given her an STI, that is a sexually transmitted infection, and she may have passed it to her husband when she got drunk and ended up having sex with him recently. She said she's not going to tell her husband, but wait to see if he says something about it to her first. I think he needs to know and deserves better. I love both of them, so I am ready to tell him what's going on before his wife gives him a more serious disease. It's not my business, but what she's doing is risky. What should I do? Please advise. Whew, dear concerned third party. I know you're very concerned. They're both your friends. You love them both. This guy married your friend. His wife is your friend. But listen, you have to stay out of their marriage. You absolutely have to. This is too much, and like you said it best in the letter, it is none of your business. This guy seems to be a good guy. You said he cleaned up his image, left the street life behind. He helped her raise your friend helped her raise her 5 kids by a few different men. He's worked several jobs, so it sounds like he's a good man. She, on the other hand, it sounds like she's just out here wilding. She's not wearing a ring anymore. She told you she's frustrated because sex with her husband is boring. So she picked up with a coworker, and it's the best sex she's had in a long time. So obviously, they're not using protection because she does have a sexually transmitted infection. Thank God she didn't get pregnant again by him. She has passed this STI onto her husband when she got drunk. Man, she's doing way too much in this letter. And she's not going to tell her husband. She's going to wait to see if he says anything first. What is going on here? I mean, yeah, you think he needs to know. Of course he needs to know. Of course he deserves better. But you can't do anything about this. Yeah, she may pass on a more serious disease. But you're right. It is none of your business, and you have to sit by and say nothing because this is their marriage and it is none of your business. What should you do? Stay out of it at all costs. You know, if anything, you can try and help your girlfriend, see the error of her ways, and maybe she'll stop having an affair or something, but you can't say a thing, really. Steve?
All right, so I've just learned that the difference between STD and STI is the new term is STI for sexually transmitted infection, because they don't want to confuse with sexually transmitted diseases, because an infection can be treatable, a disease may not. I guess that's my understanding of it.
And a disease can be life-threatening, and an infection, right? Okay, it's not
infection
as serious.
can too, though, if you don't treat it.
Yeah, you got to treat. You definitely.
Either way, she done bought something home.
that's
now this raggedy woman right here.
Yeah, she's a mess.
She pretty trifling, man. This guy took his street life. He'd married this woman, raised her 5 kids by a few different men. I always commend men who do that. Mm-hmm. He worked multiple jobs to keep the family stable, and I admire him for that. So she got devastated when her friend came in and told her that she was having an affair with somebody because they sex with her husband is boring, and now he don't satisfy her like he used to. Let me address this right here. Because there's always some woman talking about some man don't satisfy her like she used to. Like he used to.
Always?
I mean, in these letters, from most of these letters, it's a man that don't satisfy a woman no more. That's what I found when we had these sexually dissatisfied letters.
Well, get on your
job, why you trying
fellas.
to stop me? No, we ain't finna get on the job. I'm finna straighten you. I'm finna tell the truth here. All right? Because the letter ain't worth addressing. We'll deal with that in a minute. Mm-hmm. But can I tell y'all something?
Yes. Come on, Steve.
Maybe this lack of pleasing you anymore is because you ain't the only one that's bored. Mm-hmm. You ain't been doing nothing.
Pop team.
You stopped doing monkey flips after we had the kids. Now you want me in here to still be Tarzan. Cheetah been left the building.
Excuse me?
Cheetah been left the building. But you want me to be Tarzan. I got to come in here swinging off vines and stuff. I just want to throw that out there.
Okay.
Now back to the letter. With 30 seconds left.
Mm-hmm. You have a part 2 coming up, though.
This is a disaster here.
Yes, it is.
You done came home and got a STI.
Ugh.
With your trifling self. You done had you had to get drunk to have sex with your husband. That's because you down the street just clowning at your job.
Mm-mm. All right, Steve, hang on to that thought, okay? We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 after the hour. Subject of today's letter is not my business, but I want to tell it. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on. Let's recap today's strawberry letter. It's not my business, but I want to tell it.
The subject says it all. Just like Shirley said, it ain't your damn business. But you want to tell it. Because you often these people married. Now, you know both of them, you friends. When dude used to be in the streets, got himself together, cleaned up a street life, married this woman who had 5 kids by several different men, taking care of them, got separate jobs. Then I thought they had a perfect marriage. Then one day she confided in you that she ain't having sex like she want to, so she done start sleeping with this dude down at the job, and it's the best sex she done had in a long time. And now you feel bad because she cheating on the dude. Then she come and tell you she done got a sexually transmitted infection, and she may have given it to her husband because she got drunk one night and had sex with him. She said she's not going to tell her. Here to get crazy part. I'm not going to tell my husband, but wait to see if he say something about it. What?
That is just nasty.
I know. Can I ask you what you gave him?
You didn't say in the letter.
Can I ask you?
You can ask.
What you gave him that he finna find out.
No. He gonna ask.
Surprise.
And he ain't gonna have to ask.
Wow.
Now, let me tell you something. If you've given him something devastating that there is no cure for, then what do you mean you're gonna wait till he mention it? Because now you change the parameters of this man's life. Because not only is he going to get rid of you after he find out you done gave him this sexually transmitted disease or whatever y'all want to call it now, you done gave him VD. Let's just get real done. You done gave the man VD. Now when he leave you, he got to carry his VD with him.
Oh, Steve.
No, real.
That's such an old term.
Yeah, that's old, but you need to know that. Because the STI threw me. STI sound like a government organization.
Like the FBI?
Yeah, STD, you know exactly what the hell that is.
State taxes investigation.
Yeah.
They changed it.
I don't give a damn. They didn't notify us.
Time.
They ain't know. Well, no.
Times are changing, Steve.
It never changed from my daddy.
Yeah.
Damn VD.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I got it.
Now the STD, now it's STI. Well, I ain't get the memo.
Yeah.
But now you done messed this man up, so you gonna wait till he say something about it. But when he find out you gave it to him, he gonna leave your raggedy behind. But now he may have to deal with this the rest of his life, depending on what you gave him. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. And I understand the friend's dilemma. I do, but she can't say anything, but I get it.
I mean, man, but what you gonna tell him? Now, here's a problem with telling him. Suppose you tell him and the infection didn't transfer.
Uh-oh.
You know, I mean, it could happen.
You
Suppose you tell him and it didn't transfer. Now what you gonna do?
He was fine.
So now,
She can't say a word.
and you still down the job doing what you want to do. Ain't nowhere in this letter she talking about breaking up with the man.
Yeah, she already got 5 kids by a few different men. Come on. So she's just out there wilding. She has no protection. Yeah. She'll get pregnant. She could get pregnant.
Oh, man.
And he really ain't gonna want you then. I'm telling you, the side dude don't want you when you get pregnant.
Oh, man.
No. The side dude don't want you when you get pregnant.
This is a nasty letter.
See, if he been cheating with you, and then you get pregnant, and you married, and you got 5 kids by several different men, when you get pregnant again, he gonna just say it ain't his.
Yeah.
That's the first thing he gonna say. You married, you carry that to your husband. That ain't my baby.
And then she'll lie and tell
Because
her
all
husband
you
that
ain't
it's his.
pregnant by me. All I did was give you STI.
Yeah, and she'll lie and tell her husband that the baby is his.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Then the baby come out, don't look nothing like him.
Yeah, this is craziness right here.
Hey, baby, let me ask you something. Why the baby so light? I mean, both of us dog. What's happening?
You know he reached back.
He reached back where?
Oh,
all
yeah,
my
they
people
say.
dog, and all your people dog.
Every baby is
where?
different. Every baby is different.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, all your people dog, all my people dog.
Mm-hmm. But remember my granddaddy on my mother's side.
He was dog too. We
But
dog
his mama
people.
wasn't.
Uh-huh. It's a reach back, baby.
He reached back.
Well, no slave owners on either side. Well, what's happening?
This is crazy. This really is.
Too much.
Yeah.
No, man, that's like, she trifling. But you got, like Shirley said it best, you have to stay out of it.
You have to.
Because you don't know. If you tell the man he got a disease and come to find out he don't, then they can't even repair this little raggedy marriage.
And tell your friend to stop telling you her business. You don't want to know anymore.
No, she need help. Somebody need to talk to her. Because you're going to mess around and ruin these kids' lives.
Yeah.
They got a daddy finally. Somebody that stuck around and doing the
A
job.
nice guy working all these
Working
jobs.
2-3 jobs.
Yeah. Keeping the
sad
family
part.
stable. Oh, she wants that sex though. She doesn't. She's got to be popping for her.
Well, he working 2-3 jobs, sure.
Yeah, I know. All right, guys, you can email us or Instagram us your thoughts on today's strawberry lettuce. So ignorant. Steve Harvey FM. Now, coming up in 10 minutes, North Carolina Republican Mark Meadows. Well, he says he's not a racist. And then Virginia governor's
Racist,
wife.
look at my black woman I got.
I know. Come in here. He may as well have done it like that. And then the governor of Virginia, his wife, is being criticized for her racially insensitive act. We'll talk about that when we come right back.
The governor of Virginia.
Yeah.
The one that's already in trouble?
Yeah, North.
Yes.
Wife,
Oh,
Not his wife.
Man, he in blackface. What the hell?
It's been a horrible Black History Month. It really
It's
has.
been the worst Black History Month ever.
It's March now. It's still going.
Yeah. We got to
carried
do
on.
something to redeem ourselves.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, Republican Mark Meadows is still facing backlash over his exchange with Democratic Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib. So Michael Cohen opened his public hearing testimony alleging that President Trump is a con man and a racist, among other things. And at one point in that morning session, Republican Mark Meadows of North Carolina presented a Trump administration employee named Lynn Patton as evidence to the contrary, saying that Trump wasn't a racist. Ms. Patton is an African-American woman who was she was a Trump family party planner, and she now works in the Department of Housing and Urban Development. She did not speak, but apparently she does support President Trump. Democratic Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib and Republican Congressman Mark Meadows clashed over her characterization of his introduction. Take a listen.
The fact that someone would actually use a prop, a black woman, in this chamber, in this committee, is alone racist in itself. Donald Trump is setting
Mr.
precedent.
Chairman, I ask that her words be taken down.
Donald Trump is setting a precedent. I reclaim my time.
Mr.
Donald
Chairman.
Trump is setting a precedent.
Mr.
that
Chairman.
the highest office can be
Mr.
attained
Chairman, the
through
rules
legal
are clear.
activity.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Wow. So after that exchange, Representative Meadows kept insisting that he is not a racist, but now videos have surfaced of him way back in 2012 saying to send President Obama back to Kenya. Take a listen to this.
2012 is the time that we're going to send Mr. Obama home to Kenya or wherever it is. We're going to do it.
Okay, so you're not a racist.
So, yeah. So what is going on here?
You're racist and a lie because you didn't do it.
Yeah. Ain't this the same one with the black face?
Yeah.
No.
That's the Virginia.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
This is North Carolina. This is from the Cohen public testimony.
Yeah.
This guy was trying to defend Trump by bringing a black woman to the Senate.
Yeah.
To the hearing.
I'm not surprised.
You're not surprised anymore, huh, Steve?
Yeah. But we have to stay surprised, though. Because we can't just make this seem normal, be desensitized to it all. We can't.
Because it's exhausting.
Yeah, because it's craziness.
Yeah, it's draining.
Yeah, it really
but
is.
You know what? Mm-hmm. As long as there are black people on the face of this earth and white people, they're going to always have that attitude toward us. It's never going to change. Mm-hmm. It's never going to change. It's never going to change.
Well, in related news, the wife of embattled Virginia Governor Ralph Northam is facing her own round of criticism. This is what you were asking about earlier, Junior. This is the wife of that governor you were asking about. Well, anyway, she did what many think was racially insensitive. Pat Northam is her name. She was leading a group of 8th grade students on a tour of the governor's mansion, and she reportedly handed out cotton to some of the students, the African-American students, and asked, can you imagine being an enslaved person and having to pick this all day? The mother of one of the students says her daughter was upset and deeply offended and doesn't understand why Northam singled out the students and asked such an insensitive question. Northam's office disputes the claim that she singled out black students and says she likes to include the stories of slavery in tours of the mansion and often hands out different artifacts to illustrate that period in Virginia's history. There have been calls for her husband, Ralph Northam, of course, to resign after his old medical school yearbook picture surfaced showing him in blackface.
Yeah.
This is exhausting.
It's a shame. Yeah. It's a shame when the baby got more sense than the adults.
What are you passing out cotton for?
Yeah. Why is you in here passing out cotton, lady? What you try? All the black kids get the cotton. So what you trying to say?
Look, man. Jesus. It's so much, man.
It's so much. You don't know.
It's just a lot, man. I mean, some days, man, be honest with you. Mm-hmm. Just to be really honest with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's so much that you get tired.
Yeah.
Because, it's like I said the other time, it's not enough that as an African-American man or woman or any other minority that you have to wake up and deal with just what life hands you, as does everyone else. But then you add the race element to it, and it's another component that you have to contend with on top of what happens to just us in life. Grieving, loss of job, firings, plant closings, shutdowns, things like that. Your kids disappoint you. You're trying to help them. You're trying to save your money, man. You're trying to pay your bills. But that's life.
Trying to survive. Just trying to
It's everybody. Now, on top of all of that, we got to hear about this. And it's just, man, you be going sometimes like, damn, dog. Look, man, come on, man. Why are we still addressing this? Why I still got to hear you make your little racial remarks and do stuff to kids? And I'm tired trying to figure who to boycott. I bought these damn clothes. I can't wear them. I'm sitting there going, what is this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
with the designers,
Man, I had on some designer the other day, man. I wouldn't even be thinking about this stuff because I'm not that caught up in it, but I like what I like and I buy it. I put it on, man. I was going downstairs. I had to turn around and go back upstairs. I ain't even going to say what the hell I had on. I had to go back upstairs. I went, oh, hell, I forgot.
Right. I mean, really.
Because
We've all
damn,
been there
dog.
too. Yeah.
You know, I get tired. Now you got to go to your closet
Yes.
and figure out, you done spent this money on this stuff.
Right.
And you got to
And
go
it's
to your
not cheap.
closet. No,
At
it's
all.
not cheap.
Yeah.
And then you shouldn't have to do that.
And you go
But
to your job and work hard so you can get some luxury things like this.
Man,
you know
that
what I'm
costs a
saying?
little bit more. That's
Yeah.
nice. And then you get it. You can't wear it. And now you're sitting up in here. Now you can't say this. You cut this TV on. Somebody said that. They got some kids picking cotton. They got some more kids beating some drum, singing slave cuts. You sit up here going, damn, dog. Then you look up and the
Slave
governor,
cuts.
he's sitting up there, his ass in blackface.
Yeah. It's too much.
It's too much.
All right.
Then this other dude, we're going to send Obama back to Kenya, wherever he's from.
All right, listen, coming up at the top of the hour, Lady Gaga, we'll talk about her. All right, she's been in the news lately a lot. We'll talk about that right after this.
Do it have anything to do with black people?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, the rumors about Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper's chemistry have not stopped. The latest is a rumor that Bradley Cooper wanted Lady Gaga to fall for him for real to make their on-screen romance from the movie A Star Is Born be even more authentic. Lady,
What?
Yeah, well, I didn't
real,
know
though.
that.
It
It
really
looked
did.
really
I
real.
think it's
All the way
very
up,
real.
all the way up
Yeah,
to the
it was acting.
Oscars Sunday night. Lady Gaga responded to all the romance rumors during her appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live. She gave a big old eye roll, reminding everyone that she and Bradley Cooper are actors, and also threw some major shade at social media for spreading the rumors. Take a listen to Gaga.
Social media, quite frankly, is the toilet of the internet.
Yes, it is.
It's just like, and what it has done to pop culture is just like abysmal. And yes, people saw love, and guess what? That's what we wanted you to see.
Yes.
You know, I mean, this is a love song, Shallow. The movie A Star Is Born. It's a love story.
Okay?
All right, Lady Gaga.
She shut it
Social
down.
media
Yeah.
is the toilet of the internet. Wow.
Yeah, so there
Well,
you
they
go.
was acting their ass off in that movie.
Yeah,
man.
and they are actors. Yeah.
But I will say this. You can't kiss that hard and not feel nothing. I can't.
And he shut the room down.
Yeah.
I'm just being real with you.
You can't kiss
So
that.
I'm
You're
just
saying
being honest. You can't
There was
either.
something to it.
None of us in here, you can't kiss that hard. Two people can't kiss that hard and not feel
And
something.
that long.
Well,
Yeah.
Tommy's an actor. You think Tommy can do it? I
Ain't
really
nobody
Hell
kissing
no.
Tommy.
Ain't nobody, you better talk, Junior.
Who the hell you see kissing? Who the hell you gonna see Tommy close his eyes
minute.
and
He's
mush
not
his lips
here.
out toward?
being,
Name me
down,
somebody.
being down there to his shot and pick him up and jam they tongue down his
He's
little
gonna kill
ass
us. He's
throat.
not here.
I'm
Who
not
is he?
laughing. I'm
Junior,
not
you don't think
laughing.
Tommy will ever get a dramatic romantic role?
Love
What?
Dramatic.
Have you seen the movie Fifth Ward?
Yes, I saw it.
He was a karate. A karate. What do Tommy look like he knew karate to you when you look at him? I ain't seen black folks in the hood fighting around a broken down
I'm
Pinto.
not laughing at all.
What you say, Team Tommy?
I'm Team Tommy.
Why are you laughing, Team
I'm
Tommy?
laughing at something else. I ain't laughing.
But I'm laughing
You're
at
so
what
disloyal. You're the Cohen of team.
I'm laughing at what Steve said. Who's gonna bend down there to kiss?
Well, give me somebody.
Wow.
So you're saying that it's not, you got to feel something with all that, huh?
I
Steve?
know who would do
And
love
it's
you
just
with
that
love.
way, man.
Human nature. Just,
Or are you kidding me?
yeah.
Yeah.
You on there with an attractive girl, you on there with an attractive guy.
Yeah.
Who that Bradley?
Now he
Cooper?
pulling you in and he got his tongue in your mouth. What you supposed to be doing?
I was in the
At the
movie.
end of
Now,
cut.
I'm gonna give you my tongue back. Where we at?
Wow.
Kiss somebody in the movie, and I'm telling you, I felt something. I did.
Were you
I
on
kiss somebody in
screen?
the movie,
No, I
you
was
gotta be
asleep.
dreaming I'm in a movie. That's what.
Wait, what?
Felt
Jay?
like a movie though.
What did
If I kiss somebody in a movie, I need to wake up because I'm dreaming I'm in a movie. That's what it is.
That's what it was.
I know my old ass ain't getting no love. So yeah. If I ever had a shot, it is over.
Jay, people love you.
If I
They
ever
love
had
you.
a shot, it'd be my insulin.
All right, well, listen, guys. Speaking of the internet and social media and everything, Kim Kardashian weighs in on the Momo challenge. Have you guys heard about the Momo challenge?
This is crazy.
This is crazy, Steve. Have you heard about this?
I never heard of nothing.
Okay, it's a YouTube thing where these creepy, scary-looking, creature-looking things pop up in videos and instructs kids to kill themselves and to keep it secret from their parents. They instruct the kids to go in the kitchen and turn the stove on and, do things.
What is this?
It's called the Momo Challenge, and it's a scary-looking. It's a
figure type
with bugs,
ghost type, zombie type,
big
weird
eyes, a mouth that goes from ear to ear.
Alien type looking.
It looks really weird.
Shirley, watch this. Shirley, watch this.
What?
They're gonna use this and make a movie out of it. Watch. I bet this is what this is about.
Ooh, it's scary looking.
Yeah, it's scary, and then they'll make a movie out of it and people will go see it.
Yeah, and if it scares me and us as an adult, it's frightening to kids. Yeah. So, anyway, it instructs the kids to kill themselves and keep it a secret from their parents, Steve. So
I'm sorry, man. This is just, the devil is busy, man.
Yeah. Man, it's
He's
evil,
busy.
ain't it?
And he on all levels.
Yeah.
And that's why it says that our battle is not against flesh and blood, but against the principalities.
Yeah. And as parents.
And I'm telling you, man, you've really got to watch your children.
That's right.
You got to get on point as parents, man.
You do.
Because they are after our children.
Yes.
Any kind of way they can get our children, they after us. But you got to get on point because your kids are so impressionable, man.
Yeah.
And this cyberbullying is big. And this pops up, man, get them to go in here and do all this crazy kind of stuff. Like, man, like this some damn Pokemon challenge or something like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Go in here and don't let your mama and them know. What?
Yeah.
And kill yourself.
Kill yourself.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Man, are you kidding me?
It's horrible. You're so right, Steve. Parents have to monitor what their kids
And see, with all of these
and they do.
hack experts we got, why we can't hack this, find out where this comes from?
Yeah. Now, Kim Kardashian wants YouTube to remove them. She's posted a plea, but they claim they've seen no evidence that the Momo clips actually exist. She added reposted messages from concerned parents who've also heard about the challenge. YouTube says that while it hasn't received any evidence of the Momo challenge, it would be removed immediately because it violates their policies.
How can, listen to me, Kim Kardashian lives on social
Yeah.
media. If she done sent you a letter, I'm telling you, it's one of the biggest stars in social media, man.
Yeah.
She is major in that. If she comes to you and tells you this, y'all got to get this down, man. She's also a mother.
I was just mentioning she has kids. It's her son.
Look, man, this is a protective measure. We've seen no signs. Well, your ass ain't looking.
Look harder.
And there, the videos start off fine, and then like in the middle they might pop up.
Okay.
Something
well,
like
how
that.
do you know this, Shirley? Tell me that.
How do I know? Oh, because they showed some of them on
So cool.
on TV.
Now, if they done showed them, how
You saying
YouTube
they
don't know they
exist.
exist?
Right.
How Shirley find?
Shirley know. I'll be damned.
I
It
saw
kills
them.
me when these companies
I know
act like they
exactly
don't know
what
what's
you're
out. We
talking
haven't
about.
seen anything. That they trying to find out and fix their liability before they start saying we on. No, they saying they don't know.
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah, it's really bad. So, all right, coming up, more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here's some good news. Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, you know her, Steve, she managed to turn her viral cooking fail into a campaign to feed the hungry. In case you missed it, that's really nice, right?
Yeah.
Miss Bottoms, Mayor Bottoms, was roasted on Twitter a couple of months ago after sharing a picture of her mac and cheese that didn't look quite so appetizing, let's say.
No, it didn't.
Luckily, though, she can take a joke, and that struggle meal of hers birthed the idea for her to do a More Than Mac campaign. The mayor teamed up with Kroger and raised more than $37,000 for the Atlanta Community Food Bank. Since January 31st, Kroger customers had the choice of rounding up their purchases to the nearest dollar, or they could donate the amount of their choosing to the campaign. And thanks to the donations in Mayor Bottom's campaign, it created 148 100,000 meals. All right.
Nice.
So
Go ahead,
yes,
Mayor Bottom.
that's really nice. Issues of inequity, such as food insecurity in our communities, must be met with thoughtful action, and we remain committed to finding innovative ways to assist our most vulnerable residents.
That's great.
So, yeah, I mean, she's a new
good,
mayor.
But you do not eat anybody's macaroni. You just don't. You just don't do it.
Well,
I mean, that's a rule.
That's your heads up.
What she's actually doing is really, really good. I had her on my show.
I know.
Yeah, we were doing some macaroni and cheese dishes.
Oh, man.
Messing with her. She's a great person, though, man. She's really, really gonna be a real big, huge asset
to Atlanta.
To Atlanta, man. She's
Great
really,
leader,
really sharp, man.
Yeah.
She was a nice person on my show, but man, she's really, really good.
And the city of Atlanta loves her too.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and
That's what we need good leaders.
Absolutely. Yeah. Say you can't say that enough right now. And other great Atlanta news. This is good news. Delta Airlines is making moves to support black businesses. The company recently updated their in-flight wine selections, and they partnered with Napa Valley's first and only black-owned winery. Nice. So if you're a passenger on Delta, you can now enjoy glasses of Brown Estates 2017 Sauvignon Blanc or the 2017 Chaos Theory Red Blend. So that's good. Delta said the move is part of its supplier diversity program, and one of their employees suggested the winery. Partnering with innovative suppliers from certified small minority and women-owned businesses like Brown Estate is fundamental to Delta's strategy to keep climbing year-round. This is according to Heather Ostis, Vice President of Supply Chain Management. So congratulations to them.
That's great.
That's
We can
really
get some
good
MD
news.
2020 up there, man. I'm telling you. Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you
Some
even
of
drink
that-
wine,
Some of
Jay?
that silver satin. What?
You drink
Hell
wine?
no, he don't drink wine.
Yeah,
If you can just have Bud Light, Heineken,
Some
and
Thunderbird up
OE.
in there, boy.
Man.
Wine.
That's a flight.
Yes, AJ. If you just want to do beer, if you could just do Bud Light, Heineken, and OE.
Well, they have that.
Yeah, all right.
No, Old English. They ain't got
No,
no.
they don't have no old English. They do have beer on the plane.
Some
They just
Coke
put them
45 up in there, baby.
The point
you hear,
is,
Shirley? We're
diversity, black-owned businesses. Okay,
Yes.
we support that. We
Yeah,
just
I think
making
that's,
suggestions. That's all.
crazy.
I want to try it. I want get the names of the wines. Send it to me. Are they in stores too?
That's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah. Let me try it.
And some pork rinds. Why not? I like it.
All right, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this. Crazy.
Ignorant Jay.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, please remind the people about the Sand and Soul Festival and the deadline, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Harvey Nation. This is good. Today is the last day, and I'm reminding you that today is the last day for the $99 special down payment. All you got to do, y'all, is put $99 down on your down payment for your trip. We had such a blast last year in Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. I've extended the $99 special to midnight tonight. You can put your $99 down to secure your room, secure your all-expense-paid trip, secure your all-inclusive meals, all-inclusive drinks, all-inclusive room service.
Woo! Wow,
Yes.
man, the room service. I forgot about that.
Can't beat it
Everything,
with the
baby,
stick.
everything.
Credit,
Not with the stick.
700 pools,
Yeah.
952 bars,
Yes.
Oh,
Come on.
yeah.
Who would
Come
want
on,
to go there?
free liquor,
Yes.
All weekend.
free beer.
All weekend.
Yes.
You can't hold that much
Free
liquor.
room
We gonna
service.
try though.
Yeah.
We gonna give it a
October
good
10th
shot.
through the 14th.
You know what, man? I didn't see nobody drunk.
Oh no.
No.
Oh,
Man, it was a great group of people that
it
night.
really was.
fun,
We have
man.
some great listeners. We just do.
The events.
I
was
mean,
good.
they just
Yeah.
wanted to kick it
Yeah.
and have a
So
good time.
cool. Yeah.
October 10th through the 14th, y'all.
That's right.
Come on and join us. Ladies, was it a great time?
We had so
Yes.
much fun, Steve. We can't stop talking about it. We had a great time. I hope everybody gets in on this $99 special, though. They have until midnight tonight. So they
Now,
need
fellas,
to do
let
it
me
now.
tell you this.
Don't sleep on this special.
A
Come
lot
on,
of
Steve.
girls'
Whoa.
trips get made on this trip.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Fellas,
yes,
gambling, cigars, golf, and girls' trips.
Yes.
That's all I need to tell you.
Yes.
Just go where they go.
Yeah, you can bring sand to the beach, but if you don't.
I mean, for real, dog, if that was like, if it was 6 guy groups or 4, just dudes coming on trip, we got something for you.
And the people were nice looking. They were attractive and
Man, I
sexy
saw some
looking.
pictures. I was going,
Yeah.
I damn near had to catch myself. Hey, Steve, you ain't out there no more.
Reel it in,
You had to
player.
pull
Reel
yourself
it
back,
in.
huh?
Seriously, hey, Steve, you ain't out there no more. Hey. Focus,
what your
focus,
neck
heaven,
twisting for?
heaven.
That's what you're trying to get to.
What the hell is your neck twisting? You ain't.
I'd like to give a special shout out to Miss Linda and Miss Carol. Please come back this year.
All right.
You got specific with your shout
Yeah.
out.
Well, they know who they are.
Yeah. And I'd like to apologize to Miss Inez. This year I'll make it. I'll try to make it.
Damn, man.
Anyway, the $99 special has been extended until midnight tonight, Steve. You can put your $99 down. Like you said, secure your room. It's an all-expense-paid trip to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, October 10th through the 14th. We don't want you to miss this trip, people. It's too much fun. Please join us, okay? Go to SteveHarveySandandSoul.com to reserve your spot right now. All right, so we'll be back with one more break of the day and the week, our last break. Sometimes it makes me kind of sad to say that, but anyway, we'll be back.
Don't make me sad. Told you it was coming. Hell, it's here. Let's go.
Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Here we go. Last break of the day with the man of the hour, the last 4 hours to be exact, the one and only Steve Harvey. Step on up to the mic for your closing remarks.
You know what? I just want to talk to you all about something. About other people as well as yourself. I want you to realize something. That you got to just hang in there, folks. You just got to hang in there because where you are is so very temporary. It matters not where you are. It only matters where you're headed. You're going somewhere. Remember that everything you're going through is God preparing you for what you asked for. But you're in the process. You are in the midst of being processed. All of us are. If you are trying to get to the next level, you have to be processed into that next level. You can't just go to the next level. You can't go to the 10th grade without finishing the 9th grade. You can't go to college without being with a high school diploma. You can't. You got to go through the process. You know, so what I'm getting at is this. Don't get down on yourself because you're going through a period in your life. And this period is kind of challenging for you. Like it is right now. There are a lot of people right now going through some challenging moments in their life. And it's getting to be a little bit daunting at times. And you're starting to feel a little bit overwhelmed by it all because you're sitting there and you're thinking, man, I done had enough of this, Lord. Where you at? I don't got to learn this lesson no more. If you could just come on, I got it. Fix me, rescue me, deliver me. Give me the blessing that I've been praying for. You keep asking, and then you start to get a little defeated because it ain't happening in your time. That happens to you. Well, it happens to other people too. And you got to be careful how you treat other people because they may not always be in that position for long. Do you know how many people I know who just did me wrong when I was on the way coming up? You have any idea the number of people who were discouraging to me on my way up? They had no idea. You know how many people badmouth me, badmouth you on your way up? They don't have any idea who you really are. Do you know how many people throwing dirt on you, thinking they bringing you harm? They don't even realize what they doing. They don't know. Because you know what they doing? They judging you. They judging you based on a season. They judging you based on a period that you're in now. You got to be careful when you're judging people because of a period they're going through, because that period is just a season. This down moment that you having is just a season. And just like the seasons change, this too shall change. Just like seasons pass, this too shall pass. Somebody sent me something one day that said, never judge somebody based on a season. And I started thinking about it, and they went on, so I kept reading what they said, and they were just talking about it, man. It was so true. They said one season, David was a shepherd, but the next season, he was a king. But you know how they played David on the way up? Oh, they wouldn't volunteer David for nothing. They wouldn't suggest David for nothing. He was just a little shepherd boy. David can't be the one to go down there and get that giant. We ain't even gonna bring David up. David went from a shepherd to a king. One season, Ruth was working in the field. The next season, she was owning the same field. It's just what a guy sent me. It's just biblical, stories that's out there that really, if you're a person of faith, it matters to you. If you're not a person of faith, this is not for you. But it's okay. I didn't know you was listening. One season, Mordecai was sitting outside the king's palace. The next season, he was inside the palace. We serve a God that turns things around. And he is the God of unmerited favor. We are all privy to his unmerited favor because he passes it out to no particular person. We have all been privy to this unmerited favor. You know how many of us can tell you something that happened to us that we just can't explain? That was favor. You know, when it looked like the verdict was going one way and it turned around and went another way, that was favor. When it looked like you wasn't going to make it, but here you are now, that was favor. When they wrote you off and said you was never going to be nothing, but you turned out to be something anyhow, that was favor. When they laughed at you with your decision and now they looking at you at that same decision they laughed at and they shaking their head, that was favor. When they tried to destroy you, when your enemies came for you and they couldn't do nothing with you or about it, that was favor. God's unmerited favor. Quit tripping about the season you're in.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.